Have you been wondering where I've been, where I've disappeared to? Why the uploads have slowed down? Why some of the series suddenly stopped? And what is actually happening with Law with Charlie? Well, after months of exams, coursework, revision, stress, and spending far too much time with staring at legal textbooks, I can finally say something which I have been waiting to say for a very long time. My exams are finally finished. And honestly, this is just the beginning. Because over the next few months, I have some of the biggest plans I've ever had for this channel, including new lecture series, new barrister training course content, live streams, public legal explainers. What else will I have? Case breakdowns, law school preparation guides, bar school preparation guides as well. We're also going to be having a pupillage series, which is also currently in development, and lots more as well. So there's going to be something for everyone, no matter whether you are a member of the public interested in the law, you're a law student, or even a legal professional. But hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am Charlie Medcalf, the face behind the Law with Charlie brand, and it's so great to be talking to you yet again. Before we get further into this video, remember like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my content at all. So, first of all, where have I actually been? And the honest answer is very simple, to be honest with you. It is university. For anyone who studies law, you'll know that there are periods where the workload becomes absolutely relentless, almost impossible. It leaves you thinking, how on earth are you meant to keep up with the workload? At least that's how I often feel. Um, you have lectures, you have seminars, reading, independent research, coursework, revision, exam preparation, and everything else that comes with trying to perform at a high level academically. It never stops. And one of the most annoying things with the reading is once you finish one bit of reading, you will find 10 other pieces of reading, for instance, which you think you should go and read. And for those higher marks, you probably should. And this year was definitely one of those periods, particularly how this year was my final year of my undergraduate law degree, which is both very scary that it's gone by so quickly and that I am nearly a law graduate, pending graduation and exam results and all that. And yeah, I can't quite believe where the time's gone. But being at the end of my law degree is also incredibly exciting for a whole host of reasons, which you will likely hear all about in the coming weeks, months, and whatever else. So, I made a conscious decision that for a short period of time, I needed to prioritize my examinations and academic commitments. So that did mean that although I was still thinking about this channel constantly and still planning content, I simply didn't have time to create videos to the standard that I wanted. Because it's not an easy task. It does take time. It does take effort. And it's not because I don't want to do it, because I really enjoy this, but I just wanted to make sure all my content is good enough for me. And I'm not someone who's happy with the bare minimum, to be very honest with you. So I never wanted to upload content just for the sake of uploading content. If I'm teaching legal principles, discussing cases, or helping future lawyers prepare for their careers, I want my content to be genuinely useful. And unfortunately, during exam season, this just was something which had to give. But throughout all of that, I never stopped planning. Literally, pretty much every day I was thinking, oh, that would be a great idea for the Law of Charlie YouTube channel and podcasts. my ideas never stop generating as much as I might want them to. So yeah, I have indeed spent a huge amount of time thinking about what Law of Charlie should become. Not just a YouTube channel, not just a podcast, but a genuinely valuable legal education platform. So, what I've realised during this period is that there are three groups of people I really want to help. The first group is law students, those who are going through what I have been through over the last 3 years. The second group is aspiring barristers and aspiring solicitors. And the third group is members of the public who simply want to understand the law better. And that's something which is of fundamental importance because in a justice system like that in England and Wales, with many people representing themselves as litigants in person, it's essential that they know what the law is and how it will impact them. So I don't think enough content currently serves all three groups at once, and so that is where the Law of Charlie brand comes in. My vision has always been to make legal education more accessible. That's because law often feels intimidating. It can sometimes feel complicated, yet it affects every single one of us. And what's the point of a complex, indecipherable law which people don't understand? That's where I essentially come in. I will help you feel that the law is less complicated and make it feel more accessible because it does affect every single one of us. So whether you're studying criminal law for an exam, preparing for the bar course, applying for pupillage, or just simply trying to understand a legal issue you've seen in the news, I want this channel to be a place where you can learn. So, let's talk about what is actually coming because there is a lot, and I'm very, very excited to actually get starting. First, the lecture content is continuing. Many of you originally found this channel because of legal lectures and legal revision content, and that isn't going anywhere. And I will continue doing that in both video format and podcast format. And the reason I really started this was largely because I realised that in my final year where I was taking specialist modules, there weren't any podcasts really, and very few videos which I could watch as revision because I like listening to revision podcasts when going on a walk, for instance. And so I needed to be the one to actually create that content because nothing else was available really, which actually sufficed. And so I am going to expand it significantly as well, though. So you can expect more lectures across a wide range of legal subjects, as well as more detailed legal explanations. I'm also going to start developing and producing my own courses, which you can pay for, and that will really increase your knowledge. And that's where some of my premium content comes in as well. So that is something which you can really look forward to. Secondly, I am going to start producing content specifically focused on the barrister's training course. When I was researching the route to the bar, I realized there was a huge demand for practical, honest information about the process and information which is not behind a paywall. Because although I will be producing content which will be behind the paywall, I will also be producing alternative content which is available freely because I am of the belief that we need free content like that. Plus, if you know that I'm genuine and if you like my content, you know that by paying me to produce even better stuff on my premium platforms, you know that you're not taking risks. You know there's going to be good quality sessions there. But I will be discussing things like advocacy, evidence, procedure, application, expectations, and realities of training for a career at the bar. And part of that is I've been thinking of doing a video documentary type thing for when I start the bar course in September 2026. So make sure you're subscribing if that's of interest to you so you don't miss out at all. Third, though, I want to introduce regular live streams. I think I called them Let's Talk Live, and I did one of these a while back actually before exam revision got properly underway. And this is where, in that session at least, I was looking at one of the bills for the government are currently proposing, and I discussed my thoughts on that. And so I want to do more content like that live, essentially a way I can look at the law, talk about the law, including acts of parliament, which are currently going through the legislative stages, and also question and answers, answer any questions you have, and get into nice, productive, exciting academic debates. So my current goal is either weekly or fortnightly live sessions, and so just wait and see. And again, if this is of interest to you, make sure you're subscribing. Fourth, though, public-facing legal explainers. One thing I am extremely passionate about is making the law understandable for everyone. So expect videos explaining important legal concepts, legal rights, and current legal issues in plain English. No unnecessary jargon, no assumption that you already have a law degree, certainly not. Just clear explanations and clear law in everyday English. Fifth, case explainers. Some of the most important legal principles come from landmark cases decided by the courts rather than the government or the legislature, as we call them in the legal industry. So, I want to produce videos breaking down these key cases, explaining the facts, the legal reasoning, and why they still matter today. And I did a series similar to this over Christmas 2025 with my key case Advent Calendar series. And that did seem to be very popular, and you can still find that on my YouTube channel as we speak. So make sure you do check that out. So, sixth, I want to develop a how to prepare for law school series. This is something I very much wish I had when I first started. Yes, but before I started, I read key books such as Letters to a Law Student, The Successful Law Student, and Glanville Williams' Learning the Law. And they were all very good. But I wanted to make that similar content more easy for you to digest and easier for you to better prepare for law school. Because again, I think there is a real gap here, to be honest. Many students know they want to become barristers or solicitors, or know that they just want a law degree, but have no idea what to actually expect from the whole training process, from the first day of stepping into university to going out into the world of employment in whatever role that may be. So I want to help bridge that gap. And finally, and I think this is a big one, the pupillage series. This is something I'm incredibly excited about. It's still under development, but the goal is to provide honest insights into applications, preparation, interviews, advocacy, and realities of pursuing pupillage. This is going to be a long-term series going on for well over a year, probably a few years, but it's going to cover all the essential aspects. I hope to do some interviews with people who have successfully obtained pupillage because I know how difficult and competitive that process can feel. And honestly, that's still not everything. I literally have notebooks full of ideas of what I want to do. There are podcast plans, there are interview ideas, there are collaboration ideas. There's career guidance content, legal news analysis, and lots more. And so you don't want to miss out at all, do you? So, I think one of the reasons I'm so passionate about this project is because I genuinely believe legal education should be more accessible. The law shouldn't feel like an exclusive club. People should be able to understand their rights. Students should be able to access quality educational content. Future lawyers should be able to learn from people who have recently gone through the same journey. And if Law with Charlie can help even a small number of people achieve those goals, then I consider it a massive success. Plus, one small step for man, one giant leap for Law with Charlie. So once we get content flowing, do make sure you share it to your friends and peers because you do not know how much this might help them. Even if they are not interested in the law, it's an area which everyone should have a knowledge in. So whilst exams may have temporarily slowed things down for me, the mission has never changed, and I don't think it will ever change, to be honest. But that's where I've been. That's why uploads have been slower, and that is what's coming next. The exams are over, the planning phase is over, and now it's time to build this together. If you're excited about any of the content I've mentioned today, though, let me know in the comments. It's always great hearing from you. I do genuinely read them all, and I do try my best to respond to all of the comments as well. Tell me which videos you want to see first, and I can try and prioritize that. Let me know if you want more lectures, and if so, in what areas of the law. More bar course content, again, let me know. Case explainers, are there cases you want me to explain? Again, comment section, you know what to do. And law school preparation, either what kind of preparation advice do you want to hear, or if you are a law student or law graduate, what is the advice which you would have wanted to hear before you started? But also, pupillage guidance, let me know below in the comments section. And if you're new here, do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications because this channel is about to become far more active. So thank you to everyone who has continued supporting Law with Charlie during this busy period. I genuinely appreciate it. I'm excited for what's next, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later. Goodbye.